Hi everyone, we are
La Voila.
Chimola, and we are here with our very special SF9 concert vlog for the Light Delight #4 US tour.
Yay!
I don't know why we're doing little tea claps, but we are.
We are, because that's how happy we were. I mean, like, can you believe like it's almost been 1 week since
Oh,
we've seen the concert? Oh my gosh. Like a week ago we were prepping, like okay, and actually, I felt like this time around we were pretty low key about like, yeah, we're going to SF9. Yeah, we're going to SF9, but we not once said we have VVIP,
I know. We were just like,
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna see SF9. And we're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, and we're gonna take a picture with them and
yeah,
have a high touch and
yeah,
yada yada.
yeah. High wave, high wave.
High
But
wave. That's
yeah, but I felt like for me, like and this goes for like most things in life for me, whenever there's something really exciting, like I don't get too excited about it because I don't know why I'm always a worrywart, but like I am, like I feel like
Pessimist.
I know. Like I was like, I don't know. Like, what happens if something happens? What if I get sick? What if So I don't get excited until it happens the day of. And I felt like I was really, really excited to see Monster X again when camp rolled around. And we all know how that story happened. So,
And this is the first show we went to after that debacle.
mm-hmm.
So of course we were a little anxious.
Yeah, a little bit
We're
anxious
like,
and
please let this happen, please let this
yeah,
happen.
a little bit anxious and a little bit cautious. So, but yeah, we like the whole process, I wouldn't say was seamless to get to because let me tell you, getting the tickets from Wonderwall, like it was my first experience getting tickets from Wonderwall, like for starters.
I was gonna say
And
poor Tammy had to do this by herself because I was like at work or something.
yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like, who does VIP and general tickets at the same time?
Right?
So my complaint is if you guys are going to do VIP, please do that like at least an hour before or another day or something like that because it was so stressful. I don't think I've ever tasked so fast in my life and be like, oh my gosh, like we got to get tickets and not the floor because we decided not the floor tickets because like, just in case
We
if
want to
we,
sit.
yeah, we want to sit.
Which, by the way, we didn't really at all. I feel like we
No.
always try and get tickets just in case we want to sit, but we rarely do.
Well, I mean,
Or we do for the VCRs and stuff like
yeah,
that.
we do for the VCRs, so I feel like that just, is our little like recharge time,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, getting Wonderwall tickets was a whole huge like craziness within itself because yeah, we couldn't buy VIP tickets right at 5 p.m., and so there was one point when I was telling Beth, I'm like, girl, I don't think we're gonna get it. Like, I gotta go soon. I gotta do my thing soon. I gotta go to the
Mm-hmm.
gym. I need to, move on with my life. I can't stay in the front of the computer for like 5,000 hours. And so Beth was like, yeah, I know, I understand. And so you seem a little bit bummed,
I
VIP.
was, but I was like, no, you're right. You've done your
Yeah.
time. You've done the best.
Yeah. So I was like, I can't do it. But then it's funny though, because like I did so the website was down because I think it was so overloaded by fantasy,
Yes.
trying to buy like VIP tickets,
That
whatever
is one
it
thing I will
was.
tell you about this tour, people. They underestimated fantasy.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get to that later, but this is part one of underestimating fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
We
Never.
literally made the whole website shut down because they
Yeah.
weren't prepared for how many people wanted VVIP.
Yeah. Never
And people were wigging
underestimate.
out on Twitter. Do you remember?
Hmm.
It was like a massacre on there. Everybody
Yeah.
was freaking out.
That's the benefit of social media, like
At least you know it's not just you.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was like, dude, because like it was me that was wigging out. Of course, you were out, you were
I know. I
busy
was
with
like,
work.
I can't do anything.
Yeah. And then our friend Minette was like, I can't get tickets either. And then we hopped on Twitter and everyone was like, what's going on? We can't get tickets, VIP stuff. And so and then I started messaging the virtual assistant, Belle. And so I'm like, Belle, help. I was like, I can't buy VIP tickets. What should I do? And then Belle was like, I'll let you know when the website is back up. And so I was like, all right, well, I gave myself like, an hour window. And if it doesn't,
Like
it's not,
after that.
yeah, I was like, if it's not up by an hour, then I gotta go, because I can't put my life on hold I mean, I love SF9, but like, I have other plans, afterwards.
It's
So,
definitely had to do. That's
yeah,
what are we always saying? Adulting's hard.
yeah, adulting is very hard, you guys. So
Choices.
I had
Choices.
responsibilities afterwards that I had to do. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay, all right. And then finally, like Belle reached out like around like 5:50 Pacific Standard Time, and she's like, "Oh, the website's back up." I'm like, and I started like freaking out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta get tickets!" And so, and then I quietly under the radar, like finally got the tickets. I messaged my girlfriend Minette right away. I'm like, you gotta get VIP. And then and it was so fun. It was so funny. Like she was right in the middle of walking her dog. And so she stopped what she was doing and to get like VIP tickets too. And so then I was like, all right, okay, got VIP tickets. Cause like by then, because like at 5 o'clock, but Wonderwall wasn't working at all. And then I had another screen up for Ticketmaster. And so we were able to get seats in Loge.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so I was like, okay, if this website's not working and I keep refreshing it, then I'll just go on this website and, get our tickets then. And so it worked out. So we
It
got,
did work out, but like you said, it's crazy because what if you ended up getting VIP tickets but never got regular tickets?
I know, right? I
Like,
mean, yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. You should have to have a ticket to be able to even get in line for a VIP ticket.
right. So my advice in the future is, you guys, can you do
Different.
like general admission at least? If you're gonna do that, do it like in the morning or something, or give like a
Hmm.
buffer. Yeah, because it was like very stressful because I
Yeah.
was like, okay, well, if this website's not working, let's pivot over. At least we'll see them. But it's more important to see them than not.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
um,
without even without that, we would have still been happy
yeah.
because we were delighted, thrilled. Delight was the perfect name for this for us.
Hmm.
We were on, cloud nine the whole time.
Yeah, and we've been to the Wiltern before, and so we know that the venue is small. So a smaller,
See our other concert vlog for
Mhm.
Card.
I know, card, right? And which was also at the Wiltern, and
Hmm.
so we knew that this venue would be a lot more intimate. So, um, so we're
Which
like,
is
okay,
exciting. Once you've seen someone at a stadium, it's nice to see someone else like in a more
hmm,
private venue.
yeah, and we felt like even if you had like a mezzanine or like super nosebleed seats in the back, because that's where we
Hmm.
sat for card. We sat way in the back, because that was like a last minute like purchase, you
Uh-huh.
know.
We were just thrilled to get in.
Yeah, yeah. And so, even then, the seats way in the back, I mean, we were able to see all of them just
Great.
fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's how intimate this venue was. And so,
I believe we checked last time and it's 1,800 seats, which
yeah.
is really nice. And as she mentioned, there's basically three tiers. So again, you don't go that far back. Great view, so fun. It's in a
Yeah.
fun part of town. And I've always loved the Wiltern. I just think it's
Yeah.
a great venue.
I mean, it's so historical too. Like inside,
Mhm.
the moment you go inside, you have like a different feel. It's so, uh, it's so
It's like an Art
Hollywood.
Deco palace
Yeah.
inside, guys.
Yeah.
Just guilt and awesome architecture everywhere you look.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, but yeah, we started our whole well, that's how we purchased our tickets. I'm sure other fantasy had the same experience as well, like freaking out about like,
Yes.
Wonderwall tickets or whatnot. So, if you were trying for VIP, you would understand. So, but VVIP sold out pretty quickly. So,
Mhm. And that
um
included the photo with the guys.
yeah, so VVIP, which is funny. I'm like, why is it VVIP?
Yeah.
But okay.
Very, very.
I know, very, very important,
It sounds like something a kid would say.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm like, you guys were not making this up. It is called wait, yeah, I have it right here. So I was like, hold on, here we go. This was our wristband. I know with other concerts, there's lanyards and stuff like that, but we got a wristband that indicated VIP people,
And there
So
were lots of different colored wristbands for different tiers. So
yeah, yeah. I believe there were three tiers, but we got the highest one, and it was $150, which included Soundcheck, High Wave, and a group photo. So
and
and 12 photo cards.
yep.
Yeah, not 8, 12.
12.
Which is a cautionary tale, by the way. The whole process of VIP was interesting. It was our very first time doing VIP anything. So this
In
was
the K-pop universe
yeah,
ever. Never
very
done it. Never had a high wave. Never
mhm.
done the photo stuff, the sound check. Never done.
Yeah, so we didn't know what to expect. And so I believe Soundcheck was supposed to start at 4:30. Lineup began at 3:30. And oh my gosh, the line was like crazy long.
It
And
went down like a whole city block.
yeah, and I'm
They had an
grateful.
attendant like waving us across driveways while cars were going through.
Yeah, and I'm really grateful for Let Us Love 9. Love you. She added us to this fantasy group on Twitter. And so which was like really awesome because like some of the girls were already there and unfortunately we didn't get to meet any of them. But
No, because we were stuck in our spot in line, guys.
yeah.
That's the problem. We didn't come together, but we were all chatting and we're like somewhere in this line.
Yeah, and we were able to know which line to go where because some of the girls already said like, well, this line is for general admission, the other line is for VIP, so make sure you go on the line at Western, because that's where the VIP line was.
Because both
So
lines were pretty long. They both were robust. I wasn't sure where to go.
yeah. So one line, so our line, we stood out there like forever. And thankfully though, like we had like obviously like fantasy around us. We of course like noticed how K-pop is so diverse, there were plenty of young folks, older folks, like men, female, so
Lots
which
of
was super
people
cool.
speaking just Korean.
Yeah, and we were actually very surprised to see like a lot of Korean fantasy as well,
Hmm. Hmm.
and not like super young, but like older too, which is like
Hmm.
super super awesome,
Yeah.
And so I think this is the concert like we've been to like so many already, but like I feel like this is like one of the first concerts where I felt like yeah, Korean fantasy like flew all the way over,
Yeah.
to like there was a lot of
Yeah.
Korean fantasy. So which
And
was
that was
really
like really
cool.
cool and exciting. And they were so excited.
Mhm.
And there was definitely a point where you would hear, the guy's name. So you're like, oh, they're talking about Jaehyun. I
Yeah.
wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, the woman behind us really really loved Ji. And like actually, even though we stood in that line, like we made friends,
Mhm.
with other fantasy,
And the
like
people right in front of us turned out to be Mom Baby Fantasy, which is what we
yeah,
are. So that was like
yeah,
super exciting.
which
And we
was
all got to be like, there aren't enough Mom Babies. There aren't enough fantasy.
yeah, yeah. It was so funny because one of the girls, she looked at my purse because of course we had to wear like clear bags. That was a part of the protocol. And I had a bunch of Kihyun photo cards in my purse that is like out there where everyone could see, because of my purse. And so I actually brought them for our friend Manette because she loves Kihyun, and I was like, oh, these are my dupes, So it was out there, and then so one of the girls was like, hey, Bina was like, you what? Like I love your cards. I love Kian. I was like, oh, and then that's when I was like, it's so rare. Like I feel like you find army anywhere, but when it comes to Monbebe, it's very hard to find Monbebe, but it's even harder to find fantasy.
Mhm.
And so we all talked about how it's so hard to find fantasy, like, but
I love that the moment we
we're
get together, all we talk about is how hard it is to find each other. Like we
yeah,
found each other.
I know. So
But we
it's
were like, yay, finally.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So it
and
was
what about
really
the group
exciting.
right in front of them?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so hilarious. There's that the group in front of them had a huge, 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 huge Dewan fan. And I wish I had pictures. I did not take pictures, which is kind of weird because I always take pictures of everything, but I was in the moment. And so one of the girls dressed up as a banana.
But the peelable kind.
Yes. She had like Milkus like banana candy and she was
Hmm.
handing it out. But like for a second I was like, why is there a banana? And then I was like, oh, that's right. We watched Sangsa and that was one of our questions. I'm like, why is there a bunch of bananas in front of like Dewan? Forgot he loves bananas. He goes bananas for bananas.
And one of the best parts was it's kind of weird, guys. We didn't realize it at the time, but we were actually in line to get our photo cards before we got in line to go to Soundcheck. It was a whole thing, no signage. But um, when we were doing kind of the snake, as one person was walking past the banana, she stopped and went, "Oh my gosh, I was the banana at Seattle's concert." Or
Yeah.
Arizona's or whatever. Like she'd seen four concerts in a row with them and she was the banana at the last two. And
Yeah.
I was just like, hilarious. There's always one banana.
Oh my
So
gosh.
funny.
He probably loved it.
And then they like bonded over having banana outfits. It was super cute.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
of course, loving Dewan,
Yeah. I mean,
Avi.
yeah. Yeah, and even like standing in line, like Beth got me a slogan. So I
I
mean, like, hold
know.
on. I think I
And
have
they're
it here.
good, guys. Guys, they're good.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. Okay, so Hwiyoung is my bias, but now Jaeyoon has taken over, and I will explain that again. So I mean, shocker. Come on, you guys. I mean, it's SF9. I feel like there's rotating bias wreckers and biases,
Yes.
but yeah, like look at this cute slogan.
Ah, so cute.
Oh my gosh, look at this adorable face. Yeah.
So cute.
So while
And
we
show the
were,
back, show the back.
oh yeah, yeah. So while we were
So
waiting,
cute.
yeah, so adorable, right? Ugh.
Mhm.
Okay, so while we were waiting, there were like these women who just passed by and was like, "Oh, do you guys want to buy these?" And they had like a bunch of slogans with them. We're like, "What?"
They were also mostly talking in Korean. We only really noticed them because they talked to the women behind us.
Yeah, yeah,
They stopped. Well, they were just walking, and they only stopped because the women behind asked a question, and I was like, "Wait, are they selling those? Those are cute."
yeah. And we did wanted to get like slogans, but we couldn't because we were just busy,
Time crunch.
Yeah. And so
Life.
yeah, we couldn't get it printed in time. So so this like was totally perfect because like we're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, because like Beth wound up getting one for Dewan and then she
Hmm.
got me Hwiyoung. So
And they were like totally affordable. They were
yeah.
cheaper than the ones we were going to order off Etsy.
Yeah. This was like $13.
Yeah.
So which was
So
really
totally
inexpensive.
fun, totally awesome. I did ask the lady if they had in song, because as you all know, that is Tammy's ultimate bias in this group. And she straight up laughed at me. I didn't blame her, but I had to ask.
I was
Come on,
like,
it's Tammy we're talking about.
I
I
know.
knew she'd have Hwiyoung, but I was like, I'm just gonna ask. You have any in song in there? And she was like, "Ha!" I'm like, all right, I'll take a Hwiyoung.
That was so hilarious. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? I mean, come
I mean,
on.
I got it. She was just like, I can't believe you're gonna ask. He's not here. I was like, I know.
So,
He's here.
I mean,
Here.
he's always here. I'm like, please, come on. It's Insong. So, Insong, if you ever see this, we are thinking about you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but you know who, by the way, is still my bias, okay? Because like
Yes.
after
Yes.
the concert in the group chat, I've seen some people change their biases, you know? So I mean, yeah. Apparently I'm not loyal because I changed my bias record yet again. So it was Jaeyoon, then it switched to Hwiyoung, and now it's back to Jaeyoon. But anyways,
I mean, what can you do?
I don't know. It's different when you see them live, you
I
know?
mean, Jae-yoon loves Hwiyoung too, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, so but yeah, we were standing in line for a while and then when it hit like what 4:30, they split us out into like another line and they're like, "Oh, this you guys need to check in," you know. And we're like, "What? Check in?" And so we're like, okay, okay, okay. So we wound up going in another line to check in, and that's when we got our photo cards. And this is
And our wristbands.
yeah, in our wristbands. And this is the cautionary tale. So whenever you get photo cards, always check. Always, always, always. Because Beth, what happened to you?
As I was walking back to our next line, I opened my packet and I was going through them and I was like, oh, how come I didn't get any I didn't get any Hui Young, remember? I was like, wow,
Yeah,
I didn't get any Hui Young. I didn't get any Zuho. I
yeah.
had like a weird, and then when I got back, I was like, oh, what do you have? And I saw some of the stuff Chani had. I was like, ah, do you want to trade? She's like, why would I trade? I have that one. And then I was like, wait, what do you mean? I have 8 cards. And she was like, I have 12. You're supposed to have 12.
Yeah.
So yes, always double check. And when I went back up to the front, they were perfectly nice and cool about it. But they also were like, weird. Sorry. Like they immediately were like, that is so weird.
Yeah.
So whoever you are out there who took those extra cards and you're selling them on Macari, darn you. But I got my full 12 cards and I wouldn't have known if I hadn't opened them. And luckily, Tammy was right there. So I
Mhm.
could see hers and be like, what?
Yeah, and so always check, you know,
Always.
because you guys paid for it. So
Mhm.
but then like afterwards we got in. I mean, getting in and everything was fairly quickly. I mean, like
Mhm.
after, you know, the whole waiting game and stuff like that. We got in and then we did a sound check, sound check.
Where they specifically were like no videos, no photos, but
Yeah,
they waited until after everyone had their cameras out.
yeah,
So there were a few photos.
yeah.
I didn't get any, but then they were quickly going around being like, oh, no photos, no photos. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I got scolded, you know, so but I didn't know.
Typical.
I didn't know. I know, very typical. I was did get scolded, but I did not know. So,
But they were
then
so cute when they came out for Soundcheck.
oh,
Oh my gosh, we were so excited. Like the crowd went bananas.
hmm
And they had seen, remember, some of the people who had been camped out there overnight.
yeah, 25 hours.
25 hours was the total. Yeah. And so they had seen like Hwiyoung and Jaeyoon, they had seen people when they came to the venue earlier to like get ready and all that kind of stuff. And they even mentioned it. Jaeyoon said, he's like, I heard some of you have been here for 25 hours. You were here overnight. And they gave them like a special thank you. And
Hmm.
I just thought they looked so floored that people here would care enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get that. It's not your home country. You're
Yeah.
like, people here know who I am.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Which
I
was,
just thought the delight on their faces, like Jane was just glowing. He just was like, is
yeah.
it true?
Yeah.
Were you here? And we were
Yeah.
like, we're here. I mean, it wasn't us, but we
Yeah.
cheered anyway. Why not?
Yeah.
And they were just like really thankful and grateful, which was
Hmm.
adorable.
Yeah. And so then they started their sound check with one of my personal favorites from Wave of Nine, or actually, it's my favorite track off the mini album. It was Driver. So I was like, ah, yes. I was like, yes, they're gonna perform the song. I love the song so much, you know. So they were so cute, so cash.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the whole time they were doing sound check, Dawam was kind of just like running around in the back, like kind of dancing, but not really dancing, like
Hmm.
had like itchy feet.
Hmm. 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 Yeah. And I know something else happened at Soundcheck that I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, that's right. Jaeyoon, he was asking, okay, so after they finished the first song, then Jaeyoon was like, "Oh, did you guys eat?" And all of us screamed, "No."
It's like we've been in line since three
Yeah.
3:30.
And he was so taken back by it. He's like, "What?"
He was
You
like,
know?
you should eat. We were
Yeah.
like, we know. And
I
then he told us what they ate. And I was like, we just told you we didn't eat anything.
know.
But it was cute. He was so flustered. You could tell he was like, you guys didn't?
Yeah.
You should eat.
Yeah. And
He's
then
so Papa Bear.
yeah, and then he went to that tofu house that Icon went to as well the last time that they were here in October. It's a chain. I keep forgetting. Well, BCBD
B
or B, yeah.
BCG?
You guys, I've been to it before. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, you know, it's a tofu house that is it's a chain, you know, and everyone here knows of it, you know, so um but yeah, he was like, yeah, that place is really, really good. It was delicious. So I feel like that's like the go-to place, you know,
Yeah.
for all the idols to eat. So I'm like,
Like
oh,
one group must have really talked it up
yeah,
because everyone goes there now.
yeah, yeah.
So weird. And I would like to point out we did notice starting at Soundcheck, wow, these guys are really good at
Hmm.
English.
Hmm.
I was really just like so floored by how fluent they are, especially like Zuho and Won, Taeyang.
Yeah,
Like I was just like, oh, wow, you guys are all over it because as we always say, you shouldn't have to learn another language to, tour and do your thing.
yeah.
And it's just above and beyond loving your fans. You
Hmm.
want to communicate with them directly, so you learn their language. I mean, please
Yeah,
don't make me swoon. I'm
yeah.
swooning. It was delicious.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I mean, there was like even a time where Dewan's like, sorry, my English is not that good. And we're like, what? Lies, you
Which he said
know?
with like a perfect like sentence, grammar, everything. I was like,
Yeah,
what? I can understand you.
yeah, you're fine. Yeah,
You're
but
fine.
yeah, Taeyang and Zuho though, like I was very, very
Wow.
shocked about them only because like I felt like they've worked on their English so much to the point
Mhm.
where there's like no accent, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, which you guys will witness because we have some performances to show you guys.
Woo-woo. I feel like Taeyang only learned English because he needed another language to flirt in. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
then they actually sang, did they do two more songs?
Yeah. Yeah. They did
Yeah, they
only
did
one
two
more
more.
song.
Mm.
One more song. Yeah. One more song afterwards. Yeah, soundcheck was really, really quick.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, we went to buy merch. Da-da-da!
Yay!
And I especially love shirts like this that have like I especially love shirts that have like cities where they toured, you know? So so they only had this in a Like by the LA stop, they only had medium shirts and beanies, so.
So circling back, this is what I was talking about underestimating American fantasy. Excuse me, guys. So dry here.
Yeah.
So California and LA in particular was the last stop.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they made merch, they brought it here. That was all the merch they were going to have. By the time they got to LA, there were only medium of one kind of shirt and beanies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And how much was on their Twitter originally?
I'm sorry, how much?
How much was on their Twitter originally? I feel like there were like 3 sweatshirts, 5 shirts.
Yeah,
there was a tote bag. There
Mm-hmm.
were acrylic stands.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of stuff, guys.
Yeah, there were a lot more stuff like on the Wonderwall website
Yeah.
for sure. There were photo cards,
Mhm.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. But we only had this shirt.
Luckily, it's unisex. We both got one, and I'm not wearing mine now because I already wore it to work, and it was so cute. But luckily, it fit. I was very concerned that it might not fit because I like a looser fit.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't not going to get one though. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just get one. Give me one.
Yeah. So luckily we got merch because it was so limited.
And I was going to say, if you look at the back of your shirt, there's 5 cities.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I get it, because once you print the merch, if you don't sell it on this tour, what good is it?
Yeah.
But also have a little more faith.
I know.
I wanted to buy a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I was like, I wanted to buy more photo cards and stuff, like in person. But, lesson learned. So now hopefully they'll bring more merch in the future, So, but anyway, so then afterwards, the whole entire, that's pretty much like our experience right before the concert.
And then we just had to wait.
More waiting.
We ate some Bavarian pretzels, some pizza, all the classics. And finally we got to go in.
Yeah.
And what you see now is what we saw. Just, they have a very, like Tammy had said earlier, a more intimate stage. So really they just have one large projection usually here. So there's plenty of room for all the dancing that you still get to see, which is amazing. It's crazy they can modify their dances for from a stadium to here and back again.
Yeah. So yeah. So
all right, are you ready to start this?
Let's relive this wonderful memory.
All right, here we go. We were also impressed by how much our phones took away some of the crowd noise. So when you think you hear the crowd, amp it by 12.
Yeah. The iPhone has a noise cancellation thing going on, so it's a lot louder. My ears are ringing by the end of the show.
I was hoarse for 2 days. Facts. Yeah. I mean,
what an entrance.
Kind of hear it. Yeah, right. So dramatic. Then we all stood up. It's so smooth.
And this song is Savior, by the way.
They literally just walked. Everyone's like, ah!
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. Taeyang is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love Hwiyoung's hair.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we were at such a good angle to see how precise they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, the crowd loves Chani.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I love these transitions.
Yes, it's such a beautiful way to go from one to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pause this for a second. Yeah, so wow, bam, straight into Savior.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I should have mentioned that. I
No,
was
no,
just
no.
excited and watching. Again, just we were so excited. It seemed crazy. I feel like we've been watching them forever, which I know is not true.
Mm-hmm.
But to see them in front of you, it's just always such a shock the first time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, as we've discussed in some other videos, there is a point where the person you think you're going to stare at the whole time is not the person you're staring at
Yeah.
for 5 songs.
Yeah. It's true.
So I feel like because of that, each of us, I mean, there was both of us and another friend with us, and we all walked away with kind of a different concert experience. Like we were all like, did you see this? No, I was watching. Did you see this? Wait, did you see when this happened?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really fun to put all those together later. And now I can like pick out some of the things you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the next song is
Teardrop.
okay.
Woo! Yeah. Taeyang took every opportunity to show us he was wearing a crop top.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
I love this choreography. It's so good.
I know, and the way they've adapted the choreo, it didn't look incomplete at all.
Uh,
The crowd loves a rap line.
mm-hmm.
And Taeyang.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good. Shameless.
Taeyang is just flexing right now.
And he can. Yay!
Gosh.
Oh my gosh. I just have to say, one person who really stood out to me during the show, I'm just thinking about it right now in particular, Zuho. I know he's a great performer and a great dancer, but he was so charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
And he came off like the best dancer, even though, I mean, he wasn't the best dancer because Taeyang was there. But the way, the confidence, the swag, just the way he carries himself, and he has very like graceful motions. Both he and Jae-yoon, I feel like maybe because they're so tall,
Mm-hmm.
they're very good at that. And I don't know, Zuho just I loved how he was in the front the whole time. I was like, that's right, Zuho, main dancer, put him up
Yeah.
front.
Yeah, and honestly, like as this progresses, like you'll definitely see like Zuho being like super charismatic and like how he connects with like all fantasy, So, I mean, you'll
He's
definitely
always
see
trying
it.
to wreck me. And
Yeah,
this whole concert's a prime example of him being like, aren't I cute? Aren't I
yeah,
adorable? You're like
yeah.
this.
Hmm. Yeah, and so he just knows how to connect with the crowd so well.
Mhm.
And especially like for his solo stage, when we get to his solo stage, like you guys will definitely know what I mean.
And then I also just want to say mad props to Jaeyoon and Dawan, who are covering In Song's parts as well as Rowoon's parts.
Yeah.
Like those are two heavy hitters who sing a lot of main lines. And as these two do as well. But imagine getting double the work all of a sudden.
Yeah, I actually mentioned this on our Twitter and our Instagram because I was like, I want to share with some fantasy, like our like a preview of like what our concert vlog would be like, some clips and stuff like that. And I shared some of these clips and I had mentioned like there's some people out there who are naysayers, of course. You could call them antis if you want, but I think they're just, naysayers. But they'll be like, oh, they can't dance and sing at the same time. you
Ugh,
know and
please.
they lip sing, you guys know that, right? um good thing I didn't hear that at this concert, because I would have went off on them. I mean, in a
Mm-hmm.
nice way, but but this is a prime example that this was not pre-recorded at all,
Mm-hmm.
because the band is called SF9. There's 9 guys, 9 guys with 9 different parts,
Yeah.
like they all sing their own parts, you know.
Mhm.
But because Youngbin is gone, Rawoon's gone, In-song is gone temporarily, you guys.
All
Um,
temporarily, but still,
yeah, well, I
their
mean,
parts didn't disappear.
yeah, the parts are still there, you know? So, yeah, all these guys, you know, did a great job in covering like, you know,
Mhm.
those their parts, you know, whether it be singing or dancing, you know?
Mhm.
So,
And a rap line too, they got to pick up Young Men's lines.
mhm,
So
mhm,
yeah, there's just this isn't this isn't business as usual. They have this huge catalog, right? And
yeah,
yet every single song they have to do differently.
yeah, yeah.
So think about that. It's really like crazy.
So, yeah, so this is like another level of appreciation, right? Because we know for certain, you know, I mean, us being fantasy, we know that they sing live anyways. It's just those people who don't take the time to like get to know these bands, you know,
Mhm.
don't understand and they're just, you know, I'll say it, ignorant, you know. And so this actually adds like another layer as well because it's like they have to relearn the choreography and their positioning, you know.
Mhm.
So
And
it's
that's what I meant earlier
quite a thing.
because Nine Guys, that's a very different layout.
Hmm.
And yeah, the way they're so precise and so tight still, like
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
just thought they did such a good job. You wouldn't, if you didn't know, you wouldn't think there were guys missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, highest compliment, pretty much.
Yes. Yes. They did a very fantastic job.
Such
Very
a good
entertaining.
job. So good. Oh my gosh. All right. So, next up, we have some chatting, mostly intros. And since they're all suited and booted, as we know them from the very beginning, it was
Hmm.
very, we were both like, yay, this is exactly what I pictured.
Hmm.
Finally, here you are in a suit talking to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Here we go.
The cheering was much louder, you guys.
So loud.
저희가 인사드리도록 하겠습니다. Go ahead and say hello to you guys first.
I feel like I should turn this up a little.
Hello, we're
There you go.
Hi, LA!
So cute.
I'm Jaeyoon.
He's
The way
so
he
cute.
says it.
Jaeyoon.
Good delight tour.
I mean, his English is so good.
He's so cute.
We came here to see guys. Uh, I hope you have fun tonight.
He's so cute.
Hello, LA. This is Hwiyoung.
Right. 100%.
Today is already our last city, so let's enjoy it till the end. Thank you. Hi, LA. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys enjoy tonight. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
He's so cute.
Hello, LA! I'm Taeyang. Nice to meet you guys.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're finally here in this beautiful city, LA. Let's get crazy tonight, okay?
Of course.
Hello, I miss you all.
Hello, I miss you all.
I heard LA, nickname is the City of Angels. Right? So I want to tell you, hi angels. Thank you. So today is the last day in our tour. So are you ready to play hard today? Are you ready? Thank you. 여러분 여기가 왜 City of Angel인지 아십니까?
Yes, why it's called the City of Angels?
No. No. 여기를 보세요.
Look here.
Oh my gosh, that flirt.
Angels Love you, Angel.
That's us yelling that he's a flirt.
너 나를 왜 봐?
Why are you looking at me?
저는 반대로 저희가 여러분들의 엔젤이라고 생각합니다.
I actually think that we're your guys' angels.
Look at James. He's so cute.
Yeah, I see. Actually, I saw you guys lined up from early in the morning. Yeah? So I saw it my car, our car. Once I saw it, I want to hurry and start the show. Hey, today is so sexy.
James.
Calling it out.
You're just older than sexy. I'm sexy.
I like how awkwardly he's like,
all of members prepared a lot of events today. So, and we prepared a lot of stage. So, and I want to tell you, I love LA every time I come. So, did you guys miss me?
another flirt.
Thank you. Miss. 네.
네, 이제 자 다음 곡을 들려드리려고 하는데요.
We're gonna show you guys our next song.
네, 함께 들으시면 감사하겠습니다.
So be thankful you guys enjoy it with us.
네, 가볼게요.
Let's go.
Okay. I do feel like, and we talked about this, we were so surprised Hwiyoung is so like outgoing on the variety shows, and he was like very Chani live,
Yeah.
like just very laid back.
Very reserved. Yeah.
We felt like it was the Hwiyoungs running around,
Mm-hmm.
the Maknae's in the back, like, stop. And I mean, they give great performances, they give it their all. It's just funny how when the song's over, they're like, like just so chill. Where's
Yeah.
a wall they can lean on? So
I
cute.
know. Chill vibes. Chill vibes.
Chill vibes. All right, up next is Believer. Also, Delon's wearing no shirt, but he's embarrassed that someone points it out.
I know, which is like hilarious.
Too late.
I know.
Ugh, look at Hwiyoung. Smoke.
Yeah, so good.
His voice is so pretty.
It's so beautiful when they,
Zuho.
yeah, when they harmonize. It's so good.
The guitar in this is so fun.
It's really good.
It's so cool. They look like they're in a noir movie.
Right?
I love how the spotlights gradually go out. Guys, come on. Now that's a song that I have to admit I don't listen to that often.
Me too. So we always talk about like once like you have like your songs that you normally listen to, but like once you go watch a band live, you're like, hey, this song is what? You have like a different light to the song, like once they sing it live. This is actually one of the songs where like I didn't listen to it often. I knew of it, but it's something that like I didn't put on repeat like Now or Never, or Teardrop or, or Memory or whatnot. And so when I heard it live, I was like, oh, maybe I should listen to this again like 100 more times.
I 100% agree. It hit different. And I was like, oh, why don't I listen to this song? Mm-hmm. It's not, I really don't know. I was just like, oh, I have to bring that one back up.
Yeah.
And I love in here how we've got main vocalist Zuho.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just, again, everybody's just picking up all the slack and it is delicious. I love it.
It's so good. So good.
So good. All right. Up next is a twofer. Yay. We'll get to see some of the transitions that Tammy loves so much. There were some good ones in here.
Yeah.
And this next one is Trauma and Now or Never.
Okay.
Two
so
classics. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you guys pay attention to the transition from Trauma to Now or Never because it is really good. I think this is like one of my favorite transitions.
Ooh, all right, let's check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's so good. You know I had to zoom in. All that screaming.
We're just laughing at ourselves screaming.
This so good. I love this choreography. Look at that.
It's so crazy.
Look at Jaeyoon.
So good.
love these two right here. Oh, I love this part too.
Oh, so good. It's ridiculous there.
Oh, okay. Watch the one right here. It's so good. This transition is so good. Right into it.
Unbelievably sexy.
Ugh. Not Jaeyoon.
It's me.
So good.
Chani's so amazing. I like this choreo too.
Oh, look at those hands.
Oh, I like this.
Ah, Jaeyoon.
So good. It's this part where I'm like, whoa, Chani. I love that they didn't even try to do in-song ad-libs. We're all hearing them in our head anyway.
This is my favorite part right here. It's so simple.
It's so good though.
Look at Jaeyoon. He's so good.
So good. So good, guys. Okay, I have to admit, there is something about those long coats on Jaeyoon and Zuho that seems like so expensive, like so lush when they're dancing and it's like twirling out around them. It just makes, I don't know, it just gives me like such a luxury vibe. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And then I'm like, man, that must suck dancing in them because those
Oh,
coats are
hot as hell.
heavy. Yeah, heavy and hot, you know? So,
Right? They must be something. I also love how look at all these guys looking all sharp, right?
mhm.
Chani's the only one who's dressed like he's in junior high, like three buttons open, half a tie on, shirt unbuttoned, or shirt, you can see it sticking out of his blazer in the back. I mean, it's so Chani. I love it. I'm pretty sure it was curated that way, but it's hilarious. Everyone else is like,
Yeah,
I mean, except for, of course, Dewan, who's,
yeah,
well, he's suited and booted. He just forgot a piece.
yeah. He doesn't, it's not forgetting. He just doesn't believe in shirts.
He doesn't
So,
believe in shirts anymore. I love it.
I mean, the man is dancing so much. I mean, I get it. You don't want to sweat too much.
Honestly, if you think about it, he's the smart one. He's
Yeah.
not even that hot. I mean, actually, temperature wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots
But
of good dancing in this. I feel
yeah.
like everyone gets such a chance to shine. We've talked about this before. It's kind of interesting when some guys are in the military and then other guys, of course, they have to do more, but it also lets them shine in different places that you weren't expecting. And I feel like Jaeyoon does a lot of the like delicate stuff that
Mhm,
Insong used to do. And then Dewan does a lot of the belting. So
mhm.
it's like an interesting way they've kind of like split it up, which I think is very cool. I feel like they both do Rowan's parts because Rowan's that like beautiful middle piece that everyone can sing,
Yeah.
but not that pretty. But it's in everyone's range.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to say, like the pairing between Trauma and Now and Never, it's
Genius.
so good. Like they did a very, very good job in pairing these two together. And I love the transition from Trauma to Now and Never.
So
Like,
crazy. You guys saw that.
yeah, it's very seamless, you know? And so I was like,
God.
"Ooh,
Oh, I
what?"
forgot I moved on to the next one. Sorry.
Yeah. And so I was like, wow, because like I was like, Trauma, why is Dewan like landing that way? He doesn't land that way in Trauma, you know? And then boom, Now and Never started. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Because
the way he like is holding up and stuff, crazy.
yeah, like he was doing like, the worm, and then I was like, hold up. Yeah, because Now and Never, like how he starts off in the music video, he does push-ups. Like, I'm not kidding. He does push-ups in the beginning of that choreography. So of course I pay attention,
What?
So
You're like, I noticed.
yeah, I notice. I see you and I hear you, So, but I was so amazed by just the little nuances, like that, and I really, ugh. And then, of course, the ending sequence, like, of course, this is like so strange. They do like the hardest moves, like ever, Yet my favorite part is just them like doing this. It's just like how it's like,
They're like breathing as one being or something. It's so cool looking.
It's so freaking cool, and just like Jaeyoon's like expression and stuff like that too. It's just so freaking cool,
Ugh,
and
so
just the way
good.
that they go like around while they do that too. It's just very like sometimes you don't have to impress people with like crazy moves or whatnot. It's just for me those simple movements, how they're all coordinated. Oh, perfect for me.
I feel like it's actually harder to do simple things in unison.
Hmm.
So yeah, it just hits you more. Like there's a bigger impact.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two songs are now forever linked in my mind. I love how they complement each other, and it's
Mhm.
crazy because they're from such different eras.
Yeah, and honestly, like Now Never has always been like one of my favorite title tracks. And I find myself listening to that song like on repeat, like way more now,
Yeah.
So I mean I've always listened to it on repeat, but I mean like
Double repeat,
yeah,
guys.
a lot more now. Wait until you guys will like see my Unwrapped 2023, like you'll see that song a lot.
All right, so next up there's a little more chatting, and I think this is where we start to get a sense that the flirting doesn't stop. It never stops as long
Never
as they're
does.
breathing.
Yeah.
So, how are you? Enjoying the show?
Ah!
I think you guys are
His
so
coat would touch the
awesome.
floor on me.
I love your vibe. I love your love. I love fantasy. Thank you.
Zuho is so cute.
So hot today, right? This is most hot place here, right? Yeah. Okay, I have to tell you something. Last time we went to Hollywood and had fun. I want to go there again. With you this time. Right?
Yeah, right?
They're like, what? Huh?
The Magni line.
Last time we came to LA,
찬이랑 저랑 그 할리우드를 놀러 가서
Chani and I went to Hollywood.
손바닥 찍힌 거를 막 구경했던 기억이 있거든요.
And we looked around the handprints around the floor.
재밌었죠 그때?
You had fun, right?
그때 너무 재밌었죠.
I had a lot of fun.
아마 함께해서 더 재밌었을 거예요.
It might have been more fun because you were with me.
네, 맞습니다.
Aww.
Here's my TMI. TMI? 네, TMI가 있는데요.
What's your
네. 진짜 제가 I only work out after coming here.
Of course.
I was interested in going to the Gold's Gym.
Gold chips.
한국엔 없거든요.
Because they don't have it in Korea.
Because the main branch was here, but I wasn't able to.
Oh, everyone.
그 first floor가 있어요. In California.
They have the first store here.
네, 골드집이라는 게 넘어갈게요. 여기서도 운동 얘기 재미가 없나 봐요.
That's it because I think they're working out.
Just kidding, never mind. I tried. I'll try. Sorry.
I love how he's like, people are bored. Tammy's like,
저는요.
Me?
저는 yes. I love you too.
because he's getting the extra screens.
저는 그 LA에 해변을 가고 싶어요.
I really want to go to one of the beaches in LA.
네. 해변 가서 수영도 하고 싶고
I want to go swimming in the beach.
그다음에 인앤아웃 버거도 먹고 싶어요.
I also want to eat in and
인앤아웃
out.
인앤아웃 먹고 싶고 그리고 판타지 여러분들이 추천해 주신 음식도 한번 먹어보고 싶거든요.
I also want to eat something that our fantasy would recommend.
A minute.
타코? BCD?
BCD.
BCD 어제 먹었습니다.
I had BCD yesterday.
가비 콤보 너무 맛있었어요.
It was so good.
아무튼 오늘 이제 공연하고
Taeyang's
만약에
obsessed with
기회가
food.
된다면 또 LA에 좋은 곳도 한번 가보고 싶어요.
If I get a chance after today's show, I really want to go visit someplace nice.
Okay, so now we're back to fantasy vibe. You guys are ready for Scream? 그러면 자, when I say SF9, you say I love you, okay? Ready? SF9!
I love you too. Okay, next two song. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh, guys. So if you were wondering if they're anything like their variety shows, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
It was basically like a bunch of brothers teasing each other while also trying to say something meaningful to fantasy. It was adorable and cute and ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always so much fun, like when they start talking, you know, it's just definitely it felt like we were watching a variety show, like SF Center Or
Right?
like it's fun. Again, it's fun watching them live because it's like you also wonder too, like, oh, do they act the same way that they do like on variety shows or the clips that we watch and stuff like that? And 100%, 1,000%, you know, they do. They do. I mean, look at the Magni line. They're like, why are you looking at me? You know,
Yeah,
or
right.
whatever, you know?
They're just, I feel like they only talked to each other. It was like their safe space. As long as they're looking at each other, they could talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so funny and interesting. I feel like they're egging each other on. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And Taeyang's like not even part of the line because the only line he wants is straight to us.
I know.
He's part of the I love fantasy line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%.
He's totally ignoring them. He's like, I don't have time for you.
Mm-hmm.
I want this.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute.
He wants to be with his angels.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right. Well, next up we have another one, and they did another great like back-to-back transition, always with like our favorite songs. So this next one is Dreams and Enough remix with Dance Break. Tammy loves dance breaks.
I do.
All right, here we go. I like this choreography.
Mm-hmm.
Lost a jacket. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Now's your chance, guys. Watch Hwiyoung. He body rolls.
I know, right?
Pointing right at you.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm pretty sure Dewan had like a mic issue.
Yeah.
But bam, right back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Of course. He's like, it's got too hot in here.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, so good.
Mm-hmm. Look at Taeyang.
Taeyang can never keep still.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
Oh, this transition too.
I mean, ah, so good. I think that was me, guys. This also has beautiful and elaborate choreography.
Yeah. Taeyang.
So good. Right? This is what I'm talking about. Zuho dancer. Amazing.
Another dance break.
Right? So amazing.
This is so good. So I love how they rearranged the song. Like it's really like it really does seem like there's like a live band there, you know?
Yes.
And
all the guitar and stuff, it sounds so great.
it's, I mean, like the original is already great as it is, but watching this live and how it was rearranged is so good too. You know, it gives like a different vibe, but you know, it's so much fun, you know? And the choreography looks so darn hard, you know? I mean, it's so complicated, like seeing it from this view, and I'm like, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, and they're always on the floor. I was like,
so there's a lot of like up and down kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm always impressed. There's so many sharp movements that then once you hit it, it goes into like a soft movement. Like they don't just hit something and stop. They're still going, but then it turns fluid, which I just find fascinating and really sexy.
Yeah. Well, this is a very sexy song.
The intent. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And Dreams is another one that I've listened to, but I've listened to it a lot more since the show.
100%.
I feel like
100%.
that's another song that hits me like it makes more sense now. Some songs I feel like you just have to see live. You're like, oh, this is good. And then you see it live and you're like, whoa, this is great.
Yeah, exactly.
I like just didn't get all the power, because you're not meant to. You're meant to see this stuff live, guys. Audio is just a cheap knockoff.
Yeah.
So I just thought, that part is so good. I also want to point out, in Dreams, I noticed Chani is also singing Rowoon's stuff. So I feel like, when you see vocalist Chani, I think some of that is also Rowoon. So I feel like everyone's getting a chance to do stuff they wouldn't normally do, which is super cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. All right. So then we went on to a few solo stages. Now, Tammy has to admit that she saw the Soul set list before we went here, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
So originally they all had solo stages, but because this concert was shorter than that one, we kind of got some like group stages and a couple solo stages.
Yeah. So the US tour was much shorter than the Seoul tour. Or not the Seoul tour, the Seoul performance. And this is probably due to like, I don't know, probably the booking of the venues or whatnot, so time is everything, all many variables, So they did cut out some songs, from the US tour, which is totally fine, so at least we still got the solo stages as well.
And they gave us a jam-packed show full of all our favorites. So I think they were smart. They were like, we'll cut a few of these solos, not any song that everyone wants to hear. So that was nice. So up first, we've got Hwiyoung. Here we go. Bring it on. I love how indie this song was. They were so good with connecting. He's so cute. This looks so boyfriend vibes.
Aww.
So cute. I love how he fixed his outfit. Like he's about to take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
Thank you.
Aww, he's so cute.
So cute. And he'll explain more about that song later on, so I don't really want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Let's just go on to Zuho, and this is Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, guys, he's in an even longer coat.
Are you ready to enjoy Taeyang? When I give you countdown like 3, 2, 1, let's jump around, okay? So beautiful. 3, 2, 1.
The song is so fun.
And like the whole theater was shaking. Everyone was jumping so hard. I loved his little dance.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Aww.
That's so cute. Where did he get that light stick from?
From the crowd. Oh.
Ah.
I want to tell you, thank you for coming today, and thank you for enjoying our tour. This is our last tour today, this stage, and this is my paradise. I want to change it. This is not my paradise, this is our paradise, okay?
So sweet.
The last two. Are you guys ready, LA? Hey, twin, just paradise. It's my paradise. It's the power to live. It's the power to live. It's just
Ah. He's like, just kidding, I'm back.
Oh, so cute. It's like the third thing he's thrown to the crowd.
Right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, Zuho's the angel. Look at that giant man in white.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, he is so much fun in this song. And you're absolutely right. Like the ground was shaking. It felt like an aftershock, you know? I was like, wow, everyone's jumping super hard. Towards the end, I was trying to capture like everyone like going all crazy with their light sticks, you know, because he brought out so much of fantasy's like energy, and I he felt it and he sucked it all in. And I
Yes.
love like towards the end of his performance, he just stood there for a couple seconds and you could tell that he was just watching everyone having a good time, and he fed off from that energy, you know, like jumping up and down, and he felt it, you know, he felt all that love that we were
Yeah,
giving to
you could
him.
see he like really he glowed. He even looked better at the end of the song than the beginning. It was crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
So much fun. I knew he would be fun to watch, but I didn't realize how much of like a mood maker and hype man he was going to be.
yeah.
Um, it was just so enjoyable.
100%.
All right, up next we have some dancing from the Maknae line. This is for a song called Valhalla. Here we
All
go.
right.
What's up, LA?
So good.
The screaming.
I know, it's so good.
Make some noise!
So fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
My goodness.
Switch it up!
Taeyang on his own. He's like, I'm just gonna dance.
Mm-hmm.
love that it's like relay.
Uh-huh. Ah, so good.
Super good. I do not know that song at all. Do you?
Nope, I do not.
Nope. No idea what it's from. Nothing, guys. If you know, please drop it in the comments because I would like to know.
Yeah, they were so good though. Oh my gosh, like oh, their choreography, the way that they were singing, it's so good.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see the three of them together and to see how they all it's interesting. They're all so talented but so different. Even just
Mhm.
the way like Chani and Taeyang, they both are amazing dancers who hit everything flawlessly, but the attitude and the style couldn't be more different. It's
Yeah.
so interesting to watch them side by side where you really get to compare. I love both styles. It's weird how different they look. They're hitting everything at the same time, but it's just so different.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Ugh.
Ugh. All right. And as you can see, costume change.
Mhm.
And we're going to move on to some more modern stuff, including Tammy's favorite of Summer of Nine.
Yes.
So good.
I was totally singing to the song.
This was great choreography too.
Aww.
So cute. I feel like that song is so much fun and it was so cool to see it live, to see the choreography. It was everything I wanted.
Yeah, this song is, as we all know, is a B-side. And sometimes when at concerts there's a B-side, they don't have a choreography for it. They just stand around, they sing, which is totally fine too, by the way. But I love how they put in that extra effort for a new choreography for the song,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which is like so freaking amazing. Like they didn't have to do that, but they did.
I think it totally paid off. We weren't the only ones super excited to see it.
Hmm.
So there was definitely an energy in the room. It's a favorite.
Yeah, most definitely. And as you mentioned, like the choreography is so much fun. Like I love the whole like driving thing. Oh, so cute. Like
I love when they're like this. Like they're
yeah,
calling their driver. So
yeah,
cute.
yeah. Very good.
Super, super fun. And then they kind of continued on with some off the new EP, which was perfect for us. So up next, Butterfly. Taeyang.
Again, so connected with the crowd.
Yes. This song's so fun.
Mm-hmm. Taeyang.
Zuho.
So cute. Zuho's a total hype man right now. And Taeyang. I love it.
Yes. When in doubt, Taeyang will do body roll. So cute. Zuho's like signing things. And then they went straight into Scream. They fooled us.
Another fun summer song.
I love how they styled a lot of their choreography with like a flower feel. Yeah. So good.
Of course, Taeyang.
Has to. Oh! Again, another choreography that involves a lot of on the floor, up off the floor. Do you see how many times they like get on their knees?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys? It's not fun to get up and down like that quickly.
Yeah. This is one of the few groups that always a lot of the choreography is like pretty intense. Like dropping on the floor is not easy. You have to be like very flexible, you know?
Yeah, it's like full body, and you need a good core to be able to. I mean, Someone's leapt up twice from like a prone position. Like, no, I could not do that, guys. Tammy could probably do it, but you might fall over.
I might fall over. I'm very clumsy.
But you can probably jump up.
I can get up. Yeah,
but it's definitely not easy. It's one of those deceptively simple things. Again,
it looks simple, but no.
Yeah, this group like excels at that stuff. Again, really fun choreography. I have to imagine that Taeyang had a huge hand in this because it complements him very well.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, up next they did a little chit-chatting. I don't really remember what they were talking about here. Let's check it out.
All right.
Look how cute. I love that background.
This is my movie, my boy, I love it, listen. Na 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 na
Isn't that what you wanted?
아, 여러분 공연 어땠나요?
How do you guys like the show so far?
네? 스페셜 무대 어땠어요?
How do you like the special stages?
So cute.
저는 모든 스페셜 스테이지가 좋았는데요.
I liked all the special stages,
그 중에도
but out of those,
주호.
Now I picture them doing that backstage.
Yeah.
아 진짜 저희 부모님도 춤출 것 같아요.
I think even my parents would dance along.
무대해도 돼요.
Can
아,
I
좋아요.
perform with your parents?
제가 섭외 전화 해볼게요.
I'll call them in.
저희 아빠는 하는 거 좋아할 거예요.
I think my dad will like it.
같이.
All together.
아니, 저 같은 경우는
For me.
오늘 제 파라다이스가 이제 진짜 마지막 파라다이스였는데
My paradise today was actually the last one.
이 노래로 이제 파라다이스 시리즈는 끝이 났습니다.
Now with this stage, our paradise series is over.
하지만 너무 재밌게 놀아주셔서 너무 감사하고
But thank you so much for playing along with me so well.
그런 김에 진짜 유종의 미를 거두기 위해
Now to show you the true beauty,
한 번만 더 부르고 끝낼게요.
let's do it one more time.
So cute.
불러줄 수 있어요?
Chani, can you do it with me?
자, 나랑 재현이 형이 먼저 부르면 그 다음에 불러주는 거예요.
We're gonna sing it first, so you guys just follow along after, okay?
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷.
Look at the guys behind. Jawan's laughing so hard.
Right?
감사합니다. 자, 제 무대 얘기를 했으면 이제 우리 팀의 초절정 섹시가
Since we talked about my stage, we gotta talk about our sexiest member.
세계적으로 빨간 머리 있는데 저희는 빨간 머리 휘영이 있습니다.
Worldwide, there's red-haired and we have red-haired Hwiyoung.
예, 뭔가 생일을 축하하고 싶어서 만든 노래인데
It's a song I made to celebrate one's birthday.
생일이신 분들이 있다면 뭐 축하드립니다.
If there's someone out there whose birthday is today, happy birthday.
Aww.
그러면 Hwiyoung's songs was titled the Happy Birthday. So we want to celebrate LA Fantasy's birthday today. Birthday. So is it anyone's birthday today? Is it birthday?
네, 여러분 거짓말.
Don't lie.
Don't
He was right.
lie.
I was lying.
Check your ID first. Sorry. Give me the ID. We have to check. ID 카드 보여주세요.
Check your ID.
진짜.
파란색 여권이야. 여권 괜찮아.
Calm down.
그러면 오늘 생일이신 판타지원들을 위해서
Now for the fantasies who have birthdays today,
다 같이 한번 노래 불러주십시오.
Birthday
let's all sing
Birthday
together.
song. 자,
Aww.
제가 여러분들께 생일 축하송을 짧게 한번 불러드릴게요.
We'll see you guys happy birthday.
어떤 노래로? 뭐 멤버들 다 가능하지 않아요? 이슬 비가 내리고 그 노래 알아요? 그 홈플러스. 아, sorry.
자 그러면 생일이신 분들은 손 모비로
Raise your hand if it's your birthday today.
진짜 생일이신 진짜 real.
For real.
real birthday만 생일을
Only raise your hand if it's actually your birthday.
진짜 생일.
자 그럼 엑스트라 멤버를 한번 노래 불러봅시다.
Go ahead and sing you guys a song.
월드가 통하는
The constant just I love
We'll sing
you.
the worldwide happy birthday song.
오케이 ready 3, 2, 1
Happy birthday to 잠깐만요. 왜요? 이따위 텐션으로 안 돼.
Can't do it with this tension.
좀더 올려주세요.
홍보를 좀 더 빨리
잠깐만. 그러면은
They're so chaotic.
로가 로우 해주고요, 찬이랑 저희 세 명이 약간 하이로
오케이
좀 올려야 돼요, 텐션을.
오케이
다시 one more time sorry.
자 갈게요.
영상 삭제해주세요, 지금.
Jayu's so charming.
Right?
One more time.
5, 6, 7, 8
Happy birthday to you.
So extra.
Happy birthday, dear.
Look at Jaehyun.
여러분 죄송합니다.
Guys, I'm sorry.
귀 괜찮으신가요?
Are your ears okay?
내가 부른 얘기가 지금 오늘 생일 축하송 영상은요
The video you guys just took of today's happy birthday
인터넷에서 안
song.
봤으면 좋겠습니다.
I hope I don't see it online.
Oops.
아니 근데 이거 지금 홍준게 되고 있어. 아 그래요?
This is live.
간직해주세요.
Please keep it to yourself.
We didn't promise. We didn't pinky swear.
Shall we go to the next stage? 가시죠. 다음 무대. 다음 곡 가시죠. 유닛 스테이지가 나왔는데요.
뭐야?
헤이 헤이. 아브라함 백했어요.
You mistake?
네, 저 착각했어요.
아 괜찮아요.
유닛 스테이지 한번 얘기를 해볼게요.
Let's talk about the unit stages first.
네.
How about Valhalla?
So good.
정말 멋있었죠.
It was really cool.
네, 오늘이 마지막 교실인데요.
Today is the last city of our tour.
네, 마지막까지로 이제 팬분들한테 좀 멋있는 모습 보여드리고 싶었습니다.
We want to show you guys a really great performance to you guys.
그래서 다음번에는 더 멋진 무대로 돌아오겠습니다.
And we'll come back with a better performance for you
태양
guys.
씨, 태양 씨 어땠어요?
How did you guys feel?
저는 저희 휘영 씨, 찬이 씨와 함께 멋진 무대를 만들 수 있어서 너무 좋았고요.
I was really happy to be able to perform with Chani and Taeyang.
다음에는 조금 더 섹시한 무대로 준비해 오겠습니다.
Next time we'll prepare a sexier stage for you guys.
Is it possible?
I know, right?
Good. By the way, how was the VCR? Having fun? Yeah? Okay. Let's talk about VCR. How about that?
이제 저희가 이 VCR을 볼 수 있는 게 마지막이에요.
Today is the last day we can actually see this VCR as well too.
오늘이 딜라이트
So quick pause. There was like a little VCR clip in between of them basically just looking hot.
Chani Potter.
Yes, and then it was hilarious. I think Chani Potter sums it up. You can
Yeah.
guess what it was from that.
Yeah.
And Tammy actually took a break to enjoy, and we were all cackling so hard, guys.
It was so good.
Funny. It was really good, actually. We were like, the acting chops on this guy. I
Yeah.
mean, we know, but come on.
Yeah, once they release the Delight Tour like DVD or Blu-ray or even streaming, like it's worth purchasing for. The VCR is really hilarious, and it's not like 10 seconds of like or 5 minutes of zooming in their faces and stuff like that. It's an actual story.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
It was so cute.
Light-hearted, comedic, and you know, it's hilarious if it's called Chani Potter, you know, so I'm just saying.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, up after this, we got to take a trip back in time to Easy Love and then into Roar. So, like back and then back.
Bring it back.
Yeah. All right, here's Easy Love.
The song is so good.
Yes, and I wasn't, you're not sure you're going to see these old school classics. Oh, so good.
Hand gestures.
Yes, song's so good. I love that little turn.
Right?
So cute. Did you hear the crowd?
Yeah.
So good.
연이가 떠올라서 흐르는 눈물이 날지만 삼켜로 내 위로 솟아난 가시 같이 가시 바뀔 감동이야 네 덮어 너와 나의 별그 마침 너와의 마지막을 맞춤 널 보내는 게 싫다 하지만 난 싫다 날 지우는 게 아무 말도 없으니까 Just tell me wanna go 그대의 날 견디니까 Free some next to some
Good. Whew. By the way, it must be even harder to rearrange for songs you've done for so long.
Right? This song is so fun live. I love the words in the background too.
Yeah. So good.
So cute.
Why is it so adorable? So fun.
So good.
They're so hard.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that we did the reaction video recently for Roar, you know? So it's really cool to see this live. Like
Yes,
it's so
and to
much
see
fun.
the difference.
And I have to say this song, like, oh gosh, I hope that they perform it in every concert, you know? Like it's so good.
It is. And like it's like so hard and like, you know, early days where you're like proving yourself. It's so much fun. And like I was saying before, I feel like the longer you've known a song, the harder it is. I think they probably performed the song, you know, hundreds of times by now. It's
Mhm.
pretty hard to not just kind of be on autopilot and to be like,
Yeah.
oh wait, I have twice as many lines. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong spot. Like this is something they should probably be able to do in their sleep,
Yeah.
in a coma,
Mhm.
but it's all slightly different.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, just thinking about it like makes me sweat. So I just want to emphasize how hard that this would have been, especially for the oldest of old songs. I mean, this is from their first digital single, guys.
Mhm. Mhm.
So this one, they know every part in and out, and now they have to mix it all up.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Just think about it. All right, up next they did a little chatting, which, as you know, will be chaotic. Here we go.
Mhm.
It's a really hard song.
저희
Yeah.
이제 예전에 안무가 네,
Lots of
너무
jumping in that one.
타이트해서 네,
Our older title songs actually have really difficult choreography.
이제 하고 나면 정말 죽을 것 같아요.
Every time we do it, I feel like I'm gonna die.
Look at Zuho. It's like crawling.
예전에 같이 이렇게 했었던 무대인데
These are performances that we did with you guys in the past.
여러분 어떠세요?
How do you guys like it?
Look at Zuho.
He's so exhausted.
이 말을 하기가 참 아쉽지만
Really sad to be saying this right now.
이제 정말로 마지막 공연에 막바지에 다다르고 있습니다.
Zuho.
예, 오늘이 끝나면 이제 이 딜라이트 투어도 끝이 나는데요.
After tonight ends, our Delight tour comes to an end.
아쉽기도 하지만 이렇게 마지막까지 즐겁게 할 수 있어서 너무 감사한 것 같아요.
I am really sad, but I'm really thankful that you guys are able to enjoy it till the end with us.
Yay.
Sadly, we only have last song left.
You didn't want to end.
Oh.
I know it's so sad to go. Whenever you call us back, we will be back, okay?
Oh, I love that.
Next week.
How about next week?
Next week. We can't.
That's me. Come back tomorrow.
네, 여러분. 저희 너무 아쉬워하지 마세요.
Guys, let's not be too sad.
왜냐면 앵콜 스테이지가 남아 있으니까요.
Because we still have our encore stage.
I love that they don't even pretend.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
있는 거 아시고 계셨죠?
You guys knew we had an encore, right?
그럴 줄 알았어요.
I knew it.
So my voice and my leg is gone.
I love how honest he is.
제가 이제 한 60% 쓰고 한 40% 정도 남았어요, 힘이.
I've used about 60% of my energy and I have 40% left.
So specific.
Right?
이제 처음부터 다시 한다 시작하고 끝까지 한번 다 써볼 테니까.
But I will try to use up all my energy till the end.
대신
But
you guys need to go crazy. And scream again. Are you ready?
I love how you had the translator say but. All right, then we go into some amazing favorites, of course. Mamma Mia, one of my, and probably every fantasy's all-time favorites, just most memorable chorus.
Mm-hmm.
And then a song that I've always enjoyed, but another one that after the show I listen to a lot more. Go High.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ah.
진짜를 알아보는데
I love how everyone's singing along.
Yes. I feel like Hwiyoung really kills it in this song.
So much jumping.
So much. I mean, look at Hwiyoung. I love that.
Hey girl, hey, let's go.
Oh, so cute.
진짜를 진짜를 알아보는 friend. You guys know you ready? Let's go.
Look at Zuho. 40%. Come on.
Yeah, right.
We go hard. We go. Sing a
This song is so much fun.
Yes, these hype songs, they just don't sound the same. When you see them live, it changes.
Yeah. So connected with Fantasy. I love it.
I know, almost the whole band, I think, went down. Is it? Again, the whole crowd jumping.
Yeah. This is another time when the floor was shaking. They're like psych.
Thank you.
And then you guys have to hear the chant.
Right?
It was really like one voice over and over again. It was so good.
Yeah. Ugh.
Such fun, high energy songs to lead into the end. And it's just so great to see them having fun. Because I feel like they just told us, right? All the title tracks are really hard. Here's a title track.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I was looking down a little bit because I wanted to point out. I was like, I have it around here somewhere. I thought I brought it out, but I guess I did not. But yeah, there was a really cool banner too that we had for SF9 as well. So
yeah, that was a fan project for the encore, which I feel like we've had at the last couple shows, and I really think it's a great way to just say thank you for not forgetting your American fans. Please come back.
I know.
It's a little reminder to them. We really, really, really do love you.
Yeah, seriously.
And luckily, Taeyang said he'd be back this week, right? So
yeah, I mean,
tomorrow
we're waiting.
We're waiting. I haven't gotten my access code yet.
Yeah.
Hello. But again, just like so much fun, so much jumping. I feel like the early years has a lot of jumping, and now they're always on their knees.
Yeah.
I think their choreographers are me. And I also think they're amazing. Love you, Chani.
I know, right?
But yeah, it's like not easy. Just because you don't want to jump anymore doesn't mean you want to roll around on the floor every day either.
Yeah,
so
that's hard too.
They're not taking the easy way out, guys.
No, never. All right, so what's next?
Right. So then we had the fan chant because we just wanted them back so bad, even though they told us, spoiler, thanks, Cheyenne. He's like, you knew. Up next, we went straight to the first encore song, which was Forever, which was when we were supposed to hold up our banners, and is definitely a song that I really, 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 really love. In fact, I was talking about it in line while we were waiting out front. So this worked out for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I left it here. But
oh my gosh!
I'm like,
she's gonna keep looking until the song's on. Here we go.
I know.
I'm gonna play the chant till the song's on.
Yes.
There's your chant, Terry.
I know, it's driving me crazy right now. Aha!
Did you find it?
I thought I did put in my binder, but I was wrong.
Hold it up. There it is. Perfect time. Guys, they're wearing all the merch they no longer have. I love this part.
So good.
So sweet.
Thank you, LA.
So sweet.
Such a beautiful song. Oh my
All
gosh.
right. And what's the banner say? It's kind of hard to see on my end.
Yeah, so this says SF9 Fantasy Forever. Delight LA is right here. December 10th, 2022. And then all their names are here. Youngbin, Insong, Jaeyoon, Daewon, Rawoon, Zuho, Taeyang, Hwiyoung, and Chani. And here's I can zoom in. Ta-da!
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty. We actually met the very nice fantasy. She was handing this out while we were waiting in line. Her name is Andrea.
First time.
Yeah. Yes. And her name is Andrea, and she was the one that coordinated this banner project. And the word must be out or something like that, because we actually got tagged by her, and she asked like, "Oh, can you please help retweet this banner project?" You know, so I was like, "Oh, sure."
Heck yeah.
So we did. We retweeted this banner project, and just to raise awareness to all the fantasy out there. And so it was great that we finally had a chance like to meet her, you know? So it's so good. So thank you again, Andrea. And another person too is designed by Moonbin. So banner project by Andrew. I'm sorry, I cannot read, you guys. That's why I'm wearing glasses. At ANDROMEDAISH, and designed at Moonbins. So if you guys ever want to follow them, please follow them. You know, they're super cool.
More fantasies, always appreciated.
Yes, exactly. So they're the ones that created this banner. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm sure that the guys appreciated it so much.
Forever is definitely one of those songs that the longer I listen to it, the more I'm in love with it. And seeing it live was like so like, good for me because I love it so much.
It's like, how can you not fall in love with the song? It just melts your heart, you know?
Just so good. So up next, they start to say their goodbyes, but don't worry, there's 4 more songs. Yes, there is. Are these guys really leaving? We're never sure. They keep us on tenterhooks till the very end.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get a little glimpse of them.
We prepared 오래오래 as the last song because of its lyrics. I'm not sure how much of them got to you guys.
아니, 지금 부끄러워요?
Are you shy?
그렇죠.
멘트를 하는
You're walking backwards while doing your dance.
I'm not shy. I just love you guys.
I'm not shy, I just love you guys.
But just like the lyrics, we really want to be with you. You guys promise me?
일단 정말 오늘 여러분들 와주셔서 너무너무 감사하고요.
First, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
그러면 멤버들의 소감을 짧게 한 명씩 한번 해볼게요.
Should we briefly say how we feel about tonight's show?
마치고 있는데요.
Starting from Seoul to LA, we're about to end our tour.
글쎄요, 여기 I love you too.
That part was so funny.
So cute.
시간에 함께 같은 공간에 있다는 것 자체로도 너무 소중한 시간인 것 같아요.
I think it's a really precious time to just be here in the same space, same time as you guys.
앞으로도 계속 같은 마음을 나눌 수 있도록
What's Jaeyoon doing?
하겠습니다.
And we're hard to have the same heart moving forward in our promotions.
감사합니다. 사랑합니다. I love you. Thank you for coming out today. I won't forget the love you showed us. 오늘 너무 감사했고요. 앞으로도 정말 좋은 모습 많이 보여드릴 테니까 조금만 기다려주시면 금방 돌아오겠습니다.
Thank you guys so much for tonight, and if you guys wait just a little more, we'll continue to show you guys a great version of ourselves.
네, 사랑합니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you guys, love you.
Aww.
I mean,
Having us.
madness.
here tonight. 이게 끝난다고 하니까 조금 아쉽네요.
I'm a little sad to think that it's actually over.
그래도 이렇게 여러분들과 함께 좋은 추억을 만들 수 있어서 너무 영광이고요.
But it's really an honor to be able to make some great memories with you guys.
앞으로도 좋은 모습 많이 보여드릴 수 있도록 열심히 노력하겠습니다.
But we'll work hard to show you guys a great version of ourselves.
감사합니다.
Wow.
네, 저희가 제 계산이 맞다면 한 달 동안 8번의 무대를 한 것 같아요, 콘서트를.
If my calculation is correct, I think during 1 month we did 18 performances.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
그쵸? 맞을 거예요. 되게 어떻게 보면 힘든 스케줄일 수도 있었는데
Although it might have been really hard for us,
여러분들도 아시잖아요. 이렇게 응원해 주는데 저희가 어떻게 힘들겠습니까?
but you guys know with your guys' support, how are we going to have a hard time?
그래서
Aww.
한마디만 하고 마무리하겠습니다.
But I'll just say one thing and end it.
좋은 무대로 금방 돌아오겠습니다.
We'll come back with a great performance again.
이제
Jaeyoon.
저희 딜라이트 투어가 오늘로써 이제 마무리를 해야 합니다.
Now tonight, our delight tour has come to an end.
네, 너무 아쉽기도 하고 뭐 앞으로의 저희의 미래가 더 기대되기도 하는데요.
We're a little sad, but we're looking forward to our future.
이번 투어에 이렇게 저희가 4년 만에 미국에 오는 건데
Now with this tour, it's been about 4 years since we've been to the US.
That's so crazy.
저희 이렇게 찾아와 주셔서 너무너무 감사드리고요.
Thank you guys so much for coming out and not forgetting about us.
Never!
한국에서 또 좋은 앨범과 좋은 무대를 하고 또
While in Korea, we'll show you guys great albums and come back.
또 다시
We didn't know they meant the next day.
I know, right?
여러분들을 찾아올 수 있는 기회가 생겼으면 좋겠습니다.
So I hope we'll have an opportunity to come back to you guys again.
오늘 여러분들이 저희에게 4년 만에 또 좋은 기억을 심어주셔서 너무너무 행복해요.
I'm really happy that you guys are able to give me great memories even after 4 years.
다음에 또 봐요.
See you guys again next time.
So sweet.
So sweet, so charismatic.
So like, Those two.
Can I say? Actually, I worried in this moment because my English is not good. So 또 영어로 한번 해보자면.
But if I were to try in English,
First of all, thank you for inviting us. It's very honored and happy to be here. So, I think you guys just made our day.
You made our day!
Internet more sexy, yeah.
Impossible.
More workout even. But I'm not sure. But let's try again. Yeah. And then I just say thank you so much. And I really, really love you guys. 너무너무 감사합니다.
Aww.
So, to keep this beautiful moment, so can we take a photo together?
Oh, I love how bands do this, or K-pop bands do this, where they take a photo with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So cute. And then we were lucky enough to get more songs. Yes, more songs.
Yeah.
I have to say, there's another interesting thing I feel like about both Dawon and Zuho's English.
Mhm.
A lot of people, when they learn a different language, it's in like a different tonal register for them. But both Zuho and Dawon speak in the exact same register that they speak in Korean, which is super unusual.
Mhm.
If you listen, a lot of people from all over the country or all over the world, who, when they speak English, they kind of put on like a John Wayne, like a lower register.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's because those two are already in a lower register or what, but it's just so interesting that they don't change. 98% of the population will change,
Mhm.
you know, their baseline in a different language. So weird side note, fascinating.
Yeah.
And then the first two encore songs are Jungle Game, again, back,
Mhm.
and Okay, Okay. All right. So here we go.
Everything's gonna be
Right?
I just love when he's
I love Jane. He's like still dancing with that.
both hands full.
So cute.
So sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I love this choreography. It reminds me of a girl group.
Right?
Like this.
fun song.
And then you're right. All their older songs they arranged with this great guitar. Yeah.
So cute.
I love how jazzed they are. They must not sing this that often, right?
I know. Oh my gosh, Jane is amazing.
Out in the crowd.
Zuho! I know, right?
What is he doing? Oh, so cute. Okay is a song I really, really like.
Yeah.
And Jungle Game, of course, I only know because it's from so way back.
Mm-hmm.
So again, not something I thought I'd get to see live. Always fun to get to see those like early B-sides.
Yeah. Oh man, Jungle Game, they go hard on that too. You know,
Yeah.
that's like one of their hard songs because it's like in their earlier days. But yeah, I love the okay, like such another chill song. Like seriously, the Wave of Nine is like seriously like the a chill album, you know, with that album
It's
is
nothing
like so
but like
great.
fun bops.
Mm-hmm.
Like no drama.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
summer.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, it's really cool that they chose okay and then transitioned into Jungle Game. And from what I heard, Fantasy could correct me if I'm wrong, but not all the stops got Jungle Game. So,
Really?
mhm.
Ooh, bonus.
Yeah.
If you've been watching us for a little while, you might know that Tammy and I enjoy going to first or last tour stops, and we're lucky enough that we live in LA where people come for the
Yeah.
first or the end, you know, the
Yeah.
first or the last.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it works out in your favor. Sometimes there's only medium t-shirts in one style. But the guys like Zuho's so jazzed. I wonder if he was this jazzed at every stop.
Oh, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I just felt like he was working on overdrive. Like he was just so excited. Jaeyoon too, just pumping it up, keeping it crazy. And they even got a little choked up. I feel like at one part Jaeyoon was a little like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and so the beauty of the reason why I love it when LA's the last stop is because well, first off, they put 120% into their last performance, or last tour performance, and so it's amazing to see,
the
and
energy is always
yeah, I mean
amazing.
yeah,
Out of 12.
yeah. Yeah, the energy for all their concerts is always so freaking amazing, but it's always the last one where they're okay, we got to put our heart and soul into it, and they always keep reminding the crowd, this is our last stop. This is our last stop. And so then
let's make it memorable.
Yeah. So sometimes we get a bonus song, I know Jungle Game was performed at another stop, but another fan said that it wasn't performed on every stop, but yeah, so
a little Easter egg for us.
yeah, but this, oh my gosh, okay, I'm not gonna get emotional here, but
we still have another song, girl.
Yeah.
Don't get too emotional.
All right.
No,
Right.
do it.
All right, let's play
Are you
for
sure?
the next one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up is Play Hard. And what a great ending song. This song, if you love it, which you do, it's so much better live. Who would have thought? I mean, obviously, but
Yeah.
I love this song so much going into it. I couldn't believe how much more I loved it after. What a great hype song. The one's taking off his sweatshirt to throw it into the crowd. How much clothing did they lose to this crowd?
Yeah.
That's sax. Even Hwiyoung is just freestyle dancing,
Right?
Look at TY. Look at the crowd. Oh my God.
Right?
I wish I was Zuho at 40%.
I know, right?
I love you, LA! 너무 감사합니다. 너무 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you guys so much.
그럼 멤버들 잠깐 저희가 뒤에 서서 인사드릴까요? 네, 인사를 드려보도록 하겠습니다.
Jaeyoon.
Say goodbye.
4년 만에 찾아왔는데 이렇게 잊지 않으시고 저희를 찾아와 주셔서 너무너무 감사합니다.
Even after 4 years, thank you guys so much for not forgetting us and coming out tonight.
다음 투어 때는 또 봐요.
See you guys on the next tour, okay?
그럼 지금까지
감사합니다. Thank you guys. 진짜 너무 감사드립니다. Thank you.
I feel like Jaeyoon is such a great interim leader.
Yeah, he definitely is. So cute.
You guys are best. Okay, thank you.
I love you,
guys.
LA! Second floor! Thank you!
Aww.
You love me!
Hope you guys watched the great show. Thank you. 감사합니다. 고마워요.
So cute.
Love you!
Thank you. Be careful when you guys go back to your home. Thank you. 우리 수업에서 오신 팬 여러분들
Zuho also just threw his sweatshirt. I'm telling you.
안녕. 고마워.
감사합니다.
Thank you guys. Have
Look at Hwiyoung. He's just sitting down. So tired.
고맙습니다. 안녕. 갈게요, 저 이제. 안녕. 고마워요. 밥 먹어요, 여러분.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Aww.
고맙습니다.
Jaeyoon did not want to leave.
No, he was so good about looking everywhere. He's like, so incredibly great.
Yeah, such a great concert. I have to say that this is like we've been to quite a few already this year, and I have to say this is like one of my favorites for sure. Yeah.
The energy, the crowd, the guys, I feel like we've been following them longer than we've been very lucky. We've gone to see concerts for people that we're like, oh, we just started liking them.
Yeah.
But these guys we've liked a little bit longer. So I feel like the anticipation was more there. And we both said we had a little bit of like a post-concert depression.
Yeah.
Because this was something we've been anticipating for a couple months now, 3 or 4 months, and we have been so excited. So
yeah, this is actually one of the concerts where I was like, okay, y'all need to like tell us when you guys are going to tour, because if it's around the holidays, I need to work my schedule around you guys, you know?
because I will.
Yeah, and we definitely did, obviously, you know. So
And like we said in the video, literally the next day, guys, they announced their comeback.
yeah,
So they're saying, don't worry, we'll be back. We're like, okay.
you're missing a key point. They announced their comeback with Varun. So
Yes.
yeah, so OT7.
SF7, baby.
I know.
No, just kidding. Always SF9, always.
Yes,
But
yes.
it would be nice. Yeah, maybe each time we see them tour, we'll get an extra member.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then after the show, they actually told everyone who was doing the high wave and the picture to stay in their seats, which luckily we knew from a friend of ours, Minette, who was there, who had also done VIP before, because I really thought they should have told us something before the show. We were very confused. What are we going to do? What's happening?
Yeah. So we had no idea, because I was like, even before the show, I'm like, should we just ask someone? Like, what do we do? They gave no
I thought we were going to do
instructions.
everything before the show. I was shocked when you guys were like, no, that's later. I was like, what?
Yeah. I definitely
Why did
knew.
you get here so early?
Yeah, we always do.
Because it's fun to hang out with other, fans.
Yeah, but for the high wave and stuff like that, our girlfriend was like, "Oh, okay, you just stay in your seats and they'll give instructions," and that's exactly what they did. And I have to say, everything felt like a blur. So,
yes,
yeah, everything moved along quite quickly. So. As people were leaving, then the people who had the VIP tiers, started lining up. And then we lined up for the high wave. So that was the first one. And honestly, that was like probably 20 minutes after the show. And so
it was quick. They did a good job organizing the after part.
Yeah. And so, it's not their first rodeo,
No.
Yeah. So then we wound up doing the high wave with them, and that felt like so fast. So, and you can see how fast it is right now.
Yeah. But the cool thing was you asked and they let you video. So we got 2 videos, one from Tammy and one from our friend Minette. You the best. I was just like in a daze, guys. I was like, no, I really need to focus on this moment. I blacked out and remembered nothing. I should have taken a video. Here we go.
We love you.
They're so cute.
Zuho's like,
I love how Jane's like so animated.
yeah.
Zuho, yeah, clapping. Zuho basically clapping for Fantasy for being amazing.
Yeah.
Which I just absolutely love. And most of the videos I've seen of high waves have all been during COVID. So I've always seen them with Plexi. We were very surprised that it was just like right there.
Yeah. One of our, Minette was telling us when she did the VIP for Monster X, the guys were behind the plexiglass,
Which totally makes sense. That was like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were delighted like that they were right there, and you can hear like Taeyang's like thank you, and Dawon's like love you, like it's so cute.
Yeah, Dawon kept saying 안녕, it was so cute. Yeah, it was so cute.
I swear Jaehyun's trying to look every person in the eye and be like
yeah, he totally did.
So thrilled. He wants everyone to be like to feel what he's feeling, which is joy.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, and then come the last part, which is for the VVIP, was the group photo, and then there were 10 people in the photo plus the members, of course. So divided up 5 and 5. So after the high wave, like quickly was the group photos, and so the organizer or coordinator was very stern, and she was like,
she was great.
Yeah,
we were admiring her.
Yes, most definitely. She was stern, and a lot of adoration from us for sure, because we even like we even thanked her, and we're like, oh gosh, thank you for all that you do. But she probably didn't remember. She probably wouldn't remember because it was very hectic and very busy, because they get charged by the hour for this venue, so they just want to make sure that things run smoothly. And so everyone was supposed to line up in groups of 10, and they
counted us off more than once,
about 3 times. 3 times. So as we got to our group photo, you want to explain the rest?
Suddenly, the group in front of us only had 9 people, and I was the first person of our 10.
Yeah.
And so they were like, we need our last person, we need our last person. And I was like, but because I was there with 2 other people I wanted to get a photo with.
Yeah.
But things were literally going so fast, and honestly, I was not going to push back.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on, so I just ran in. So honestly, the photo was really a blur for me because I was like, this isn't my group, what's happening?
Yeah.
And so discombobulated.
Yeah.
But luckily they sent us both photos, because you guys went after me, and at least I'm still able to like have a photo with the band, but of course I wish I was with you too.
Yeah.
Because you guys had a little more excitement, right?
Oh my gosh. Can I just like, I wish I had a picket of them, like right now to put over my face. How about I do this and talk about the whole entire story the whole entire time?
Only if you want to. Only if you want to.
Okay. So, I don't like cleaning things, you guys. I just don't. Like my whole entire life, I just don't like cleaning things at all.
I'm pretty sure when they put us in that group, you like pushed me in front of you. I
Yeah.
think that's how I ended up in front.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't push you at all. I don't push anybody. Let's make that clear, but I'm always the one like would go to second or third, so and so I was like, oh great, now I'm leading like a group of people to like the seats. I'm like in my head, no one wants to go in my head, so I'll make everything complicated for myself, And so I'm a fast walker sometimes, so well the seats were, there, and our girlfriend Minette was right behind me, all the other people as well in our group of 10. And as I was walking really quickly, I tripped. So my right foot got caught on the it's like the metal seats, and it's
Just
just
those like metal folding chairs.
yeah, I just got caught, and then I fell forward, so I swear this is why I work out, you guys, because my reflexes were really like that, but still, it did not help that like while I was falling forward like a few chairs. You know how like when you're walking and you trip and then you try to catch yourself, but you kind of like walk then you start launching yourself a few like feet ahead. Yeah, that's what happened to me. And so all of the guys like freaked out. Like, I kid you not, Taeyang was on the opposite end of me, and I literally was like so freaking embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, Tammy, please catch yourself. Please catch yourself. Look forward so that, and then I was like, don't look at them. Don't look at them.
Meanwhile, like the people running this event have no time to what, like they don't.
Yeah.
They've said nothing.
Yeah.
The guys are all like, "Oh, you okay?"
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah. All the guys like went up, and they're like, and then Jaeyoon was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, and luckily I had my mask on because like I was like,
I'm sure you were tomato red.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, why does this always happen to me? So. But by nature, I'm very klutzy, you guys, which is like really strange because I can wear heels like no other, but thank God I didn't wear heels that day. I was gonna wear heels that day, you guys.
Were.
Yeah.
Would have been much louder.
Yeah, I would have. I don't know if I would have caught myself, but luckily I did. I didn't fall. I didn't embarrass myself too much. Still embarrassed. But I didn't fall to the point where everyone kind of just rushed and say like, "Hey, are you okay?" And my face was like standing on the floor. Did not happen.
And actually, our friend was kind of happy because since you made such a ruckus and all the dudes turned around, she got to look her bias in the eye and be like, "We're fine."
Yeah, yeah, I know. She was able, she said she was really embarrassed, because like embarrassed for
But she
me.
made lemonades or lemonade
But
out of lemons.
yeah, but thankfully, like for her, at least someone benefited from this. And
Yeah.
so she was able to have eye contact with all of the guys, which is like amazing. But yeah, I didn't expect the are you okay? And I'm like, I'm blind. I'm blind. And I remember turning around to Zuho and I'm like, I am such a klutz, like I'm so, so sorry, and he just, as long as
Yeah,
you're
it's like,
okay. Yeah. And so meanwhile, like while the first row was getting seated, like so the back row was already seated, the first row, um, you hear like, and they were being seated, you guys, please don't run. I was not running. I was not running. I'm not a 5-year-old. I just walk really fast. So
right.
my cadence,
And later on, in her mortification, she tweeted about it and got many replies that were like, "Oh, I heard that. Oh, I was behind you. Oh, I was right after you," which of course made her feel even more embarrassed, which is hilarious. I thought you did a pretty good job of I missed the whole thing, guys, because I was still flustered. I actually, when they told me to leave, I like kept walking and then was like, wait, I have people with me, and turned around and went back. So by the time I got back there, all I saw was like, oh,
You're like, what happened? And I'm like, I pulled a classic Tammy.
so it was kind of like the perfect end to our evening.
Yeah,
Put a button on it, Tammy style.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, some fantasy were really sweet when they were when they reached out and they saw my tweet and they were like, at least you got all the guys' attention. I'm like, not that way.
Right?
I don't want it that way.
Everybody's like, whoa, good idea. And you're like, no, was not. They all thought I was,
Yeah. Though I will say though, like after the group photo, I did get up and I did get like eye contact, especially from Hwiyoung, because it also helped that I had the slogan on my thigh of his face.
So he was probably like, I should make sure she's cool.
Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. So
like,
he definitely looked at me and we had like total eye contact for at least 2 seconds. And so I was like, thanks you guys, and
right?
like I was like, I'm gonna sneak away now. Bye.
If only you weren't in that setting, because 2 seconds of eye contact, you should have been like, yay.
Yeah.
But you were like, yes.
Okay, yeah. And you're like, okay, bye.
Bye. Homer Simpson back into the bush.
Yeah. I'm like, I gotta go, you guys. Yeah, I gotta
like,
go.
Great show. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. So, but it was really funny though, because like, funny now.
It's a good story.
In retrospect, it's hilarious. At the moment, was very embarrassing because I could not stop talking about it on the way home. Because I have to tell
you, just replaying.
It was a loop in my head for the longest time. Like my life is like, I feel like I'm always embarrassing, and like my husband's like, oh gosh, like all the time, and it's just like I'm kind of like, this is my life. This is how I live my life, like,
hi guys.
Yeah.
This is me.
This is me. But that one was like a new bar of embarrassment, like.
But if you guys were wondering, yes, the guys do care about fantasy.
They do. They were
worried. They heard a clatter and they were like,
yeah. I mean, like when someone is launching like three, like, I don't know, X amount of feet really
must have been
quickly.
Pretty bad for Taeyang, who would have been barely able to see you. He must have just seen your head disappear and thought you like fell.
Well, I know, because like I just like it's really hard to describe how like my whole body went down, because like some people got confused because they're like, did you fall? And I'm like, I didn't fall. It's
you
like
stumbled, right?
Yeah, I pretty much stumbled, but stumbled really hard to the point where it's like a really big thud,
yeah, like a loud clang, thud.
Yeah, because of all the metal chairs that were like right next to each other, and so
you didn't fall, but you made more noise than if you had fallen.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, okay, yeah, another reason why you should work out. Reflexes, you guys. Reflexes. Because if I didn't work out, my reflexes would not be as quick like a cat, you know? But yeah, it was a very interesting experience. And the reason why I know all of this and the guys were like super concerned is because our girlfriend Minette saw everything. She had the first seat in the house to see
She's
everything.
right behind you as it was all happening.
Yeah, because like I said, I was like I kind of like just I didn't want to say I want to black out, but I was like so focused on going forward so that I wouldn't land in a certain way. It's weird, you know? It's like
You were trying to like save yourself, probably. Like save not just your body, but like everyone else.
my dignity. Which was not safe that night. But
It's
yeah.
like, hey, maybe they'll remember you. And you were like, oh God.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that I was wearing a bright red shirt, bright red nails, bright red shoes, and everyone
Minette
was
has this gorgeous purple hair next to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I was like, we stuck out like a sore thumb, you know? So I'm like, but you know, what a way to end an evening, you know,
Right. Like a great send-off story. Perfect.
yeah. So I'm sure, like some, you know, I talked to some of our mom baby friends too about this, and one of our girlfriends was like, don't worry, you know, they've seen so many other fantasy trip, you know, like you're not the first.
You won't be the last.
And she exactly said the same thing, and you won't be the last. So, you know, just chill out for a second. You'll be fine, you know? And so I was like, you know, so, but yeah, I'm fine now. So I just, yeah, I'm sure by now that they've forgotten, and I'm cool with that.
Oh gosh. But overall, amazing night.
Amazing
Great
night.
night.
Fantastic.
We had such a good time. The energy was so high. They really filled the space, even a third of the group down. Like, I cannot wait to see them again, especially when it's all 9.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It would be so amazing. And man, hopefully I get to see it in song, you know? Oh,
yes,
man.
and hopefully I get to see Wonderwall, please.
I know. I would
They
love
just guaranteed we're gonna come back again.
I know.
Although I will say, like, so your record changed back after this.
Yeah, so my original record was Jaeyoon, and it's so funny because I have this bouquet right here that I always have at my desk, and it has the wand in there, and it has like it has like more SF9 like people in here.
Of course,
you
because they're
know.
saucy.
Sorry guys, Kiki has to be in the front because he's my old. But yeah, there's the one. But then here is Jaeyoon, of course, Jaeyoon.
Men's Health Jaeyoon.
Yes.
If you haven't Googled that, do it.
Yeah. So he was my original record, and then somehow Hwiyoung crept in, and he's like, "What's up, girl? You know, what's up? You know?" And I was like, I guess you're my bias record now. But then after this, you know, live concert, I was like, you know, like Jaeyoon is totally my jam, you know, like just he's so charismatic. Not to say that the other guys are not, you know.
Of course. But
But
he's sweet, he's charming, he's always got that like goofy smile on that just makes him look like a 5-year-old kid.
yeah.
Which is ridiculous because
He's-
he's a giant with muscles.
Yeah, he's a giant goofball, and I love goofballs. I mean, InSong is a goofball, you know.
There's a
100%.
reason why they're besties, please.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought he did a really good job. You're always saying what a mood maker InSong is. And you know, James really stepped up into that. And like I said, great interim leader. So fun.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
a very different kind, but it's like cute. And it almost feels like he's herding his cats.
Yeah.
It's
Most
working,
definitely.
but it's still going.
Yeah. And so I have to say, like, and especially when he was really concerned for me too, like to even talk
You
to
were like,
me.
I'm embarrassed, but I'm in love.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I'm okay, but
If you'd scraped your knee, he would have taken care of it.
I know. Yeah, all the guys
Opportunity missed.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't know wearing pants.
Yeah, I should have just let myself fall. You know.
Moral of the story, guys: let yourself fall. Wait, no, that's not the moral of this story. Well, I was just gonna say too, like, both of our biases technically were there. Now, did anything change? Not really, but DeWan has always been my wrecker. And yes, he really wants to be my bias.
I think by a thread now.
It's by the narrowest of margins. It's been decreasing a lot, and it's crazy. And this just backs up why Zuho is another one who's like, hey. Yeah, I love that fun hype man energy. I love someone who just wants everyone to be having a good time.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, Jaeyoon is my bias wrecker now, but Zuho is a thread between Jaeyoon. Yeah, it's Jaeyoon and Zuho. Yep. I'm sorry, guys. In song is like way ahead. You know, it's way ahead.
There's like no competition. But I also have to say, so when I first found SF9, as some of you know, it's through Kingdom Legendary War when I was watching the survival show, and on that show, I remember being like, "Ooh, that's Taeyang guy." Wow. And then when we were watching variety shows and stuff, he's a little more laid back because it takes you a while to realize he's an undercover savage, just here and there. Yeah. He's always thinking it. He doesn't always say it.
Yeah.
Just throws it out here and there. But again, seeing him perform, I was just like, see, this is why he's just so charismatic on stage. It's not just that he's a really great dancer. It's how much passion you can see in it, how it's not work to him. And that really shows. And he really, really impressed me. Really, really impressed me. I just think he's so interesting and fun to watch. And I've said this before, but his voice makes no sense. He has this gorgeous, light, beautiful little, like, you know, gorgeous, pretty tenor, and his attitude is all saucy baritone. Okay, it just doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't. I don't know. It's weird. He's such a specific look, and then he has this gorgeous angel voice. It's such a contradiction, given those facials. You guys saw him, but he really, really stood out to me.
Yeah, Taeyang. He like. If you guys have been following all of our bands, like I have a tendency to fancy. Okay, I always spot like the main vocalist like a mile away. I don't know how, but I feel like it's a gift. But then when I first hear a band, and know nothing about them, and then normally I gravitate towards main vocalists or main dancers. I don't know why. You know, it just does.
And if you're lucky, both.
Yeah. Yeah. And so for SF9, the very first time that I like listened to their music and saw their music video, I gravitated towards Taeyang first, you know, like he was my bias first. You know, and then we started watching variety shows, and then I'm like, oh, this dude in song is hilarious, you know. Oh my gosh. And then so
yeah, I do think it's interesting. I feel like he's kind of a contradiction. When you first, like, in the variety shows, he seems kind of quiet, but he's not actually quiet.
I mean, the same thing with Hwiyoung. Hwiyoung is the reverse too. You know, like he's he was. I don't know if it's because if it was like just this concert or whatnot. You know, because traveling and, you know, performing could be very exhausting. You know, and
18 tour dates in a month. Not just in the States, but in other places as well.
And
18 dates around the world in a month. Tiring.
So he was pretty reserved, I felt like, you know, but
he lit up when he was talking to Chani. That's why I was like, maybe it's just Chani.
So, but like in variety shows, you see that he's like very, very outgoing and extroverted, you know.
He's extra savage.
Yeah. So even though he's not really an extrovert, he's just extroverted around his brothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like watching all of these guys live, like you get like a different perspective of them now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's all positive, you
Of
know? It's
course.
like,
I mean, I was just like, ooh, look at like Hwiyoung's all laying back, like whatever.
and and
Like
and
cool guy.
and I will say, like, all the guys are so attractive, but we all know that already, duh. But
Mm.
Dewan, like in person, like
It doesn't compare, honestly.
I have to say, like, you could watch him on, you know, YouTube or on television or whatnot, and he's still handsome, you know, like, don't get me wrong.
Mm.
In person, totally different, like, feel, you know,
I
like, I was
almost feel
like,
like he's
he's,
not photogenic now
I,
because
I,
he's so good looking in
I was
person.
like, when I look at him, I'm like, are you for real? You know,
What?
like, what? You know,
Like
so.
I find him extra handsome, but that's honestly, it's not just physical. For me, it's 1000% his personality is
Yeah.
why I gravitated towards him.
Mhm.
But I just feel like he has really buckled down during the pandemic. And it's crazy. His charisma, the confidence I feel like he has in himself. It's
Mhm.
like he doesn't need Jaeyoon to call it out because he's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah.
say it. You don't say it when you're cool. You're just
Yeah.
cool.
And I forgot to mention, Dewan, if you're ever watching this, that, well, I don't know if you will, because this is like 10,000 hours
Hours
of,
long. You probably won't
yeah,
make it this
yeah.
far.
He's not gonna make it this far, you guys. He's not. But you're not missing out on that gym. You're good.
Yeah.
You know, so you're fine. It's
You're
okay.
looking good.
Yeah. You're good.
And yeah, I was so obsessed. I watched almost exclusively Dewan, at least for the first 30 seconds of every song. First, I clocked Dewan, and then I like bounced around. But
Mhm.
I just feel like, again, stepping up with the vocals, such a great dancing, so personable.
Yeah.
I just thought he again was also a little understated, I thought. So I love how when they're all together, I feel like they feed each other to like this crazy energy.
Mhm.
And then when they're with us, it's different because they're more focused on fantasy.
Yeah.
And that was kind of nice. They were
Yeah.
less crazy with each other and more trying to get our attention.
Yeah.
And hey, I approve. I liked this. This concert really made you feel like I felt very close and connected to them, even though we weren't on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
pretty amazing when they can do that, you know, up a level, up 2 levels.
Yeah, and they were just very connected with fantasy. You know, not many bands could do that, I feel like. You know,
Mhm.
like have that like strong connection. Like they just if they had it their way, they would like break through the barrier and walk through the crowd if they
Yes.
could, you know.
Zuho was dying for there to be a center aisle.
Yeah.
That would have been his fantasy for sure.
Yeah. 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 And the guys just loves they you could tell that they love their fandom so much, you know, and Jangin towards the end, by second level, you know,
I know.
you know, like
Thank
just
you. We see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And even there was a couple times during songs where, you know, Taeyang's just throwing hearts upstairs, you know, like I saw the one was sending little hearts and like, you know, while someone else was talking,
yeah,
they didn't waste any time like
right,
at all.
right,
So if even though someone else is talking, they're still connecting to people.
yeah,
And as I said, how many pieces of clothing were lost? Like Zuho lost a ring, a shirt, a sweatshirt. The one lost a sweatshirt. I feel like he lost something else too. I just feel like it was just like a free for all at one point. Like
hmm
I guess it was mostly Soho.
yeah. This was the only concert. I mean, yeah, a U.S. concert that where they started giving away like their clothing, you know,
Right?
like their sweatshirt or whatnot, you know.
I was shocked when Zuho took off his ring and threw it. I was like, I wonder what that ring is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I should correct myself. BM from Card, he did throw like a shirt or something like that too. But
it's fairly unusual.
Yeah. Especially post-COVID, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe again, like you say, they're at the end of their tour, so they're not too worried about if they have a backup for the next stop.
Yeah.
And they probably knew what the merch situation was, so everyone was stoked to get those sweatshirts because they were not available.
Yeah, that's true. You can't buy them anymore.
You can't buy them. They were literally, so yeah, take them up. We'll take them.
Yeah.
Again, I just thought, you know, more generosity, more just wanting to have a personal connection with us. So just love these guys so much.
I know. Oh, can't wait.
This only confirmed all our favorite things.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh, we'll see them again in a heartbeat for sure.
I just can't wait for the comeback. Yay!
And you guys don't forget to stream their music as well. You know, keep streaming, you know, so. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us in our SF9 concert vlog, the Light Tour 2022 at the Wiltern. And if you guys like this vlog, please don't forget to like and share with your friends because, you know, this is so amazing, like their performances. So don't forget to share. And we are and we will see you guys for the next concert vlog.
Yeah.
안녕.